Here's a real conversation I want to have, though. Here's a real conversation I want to have, and I thought this was so brilliantly done. I was not familiar with this gentleman, Mr. Tomonoshi, but he shared some thoughts, and I feel like this is a deeper reflection. This is where the conversation is going to get significantly more mature in this. Look, he created this piece recently on his Instagram called "It Ain't That Deep." Tell me if this is not a reflection of not just what's been happening in hip-hop, what's fighting back against all of this amazing music and this music with depth, but also just a statement about society. He goes on to say, it ain't that deep. How we traded critical thinking for convenience and called it truth. He says, it's disturbingly common you offer a well-researched, thoughtful response and someone shrugs, it ain't that deep. But that statement is deep. It's a reflection of how far we've drifted from valuing thought itself. We don't just resist new ideas anymore. We resist the act of thinking by saying it ain't that deep. We are witnessing the cultural erosion of thought, the glorification of ignorance, and the fear of depth in a world addicted to speed and surface. It ain't that deep. That dismissal is how we've ended up wading in the shallow tides of ego, where waves of impulse knock ideas off their feet before they ever reach the ocean's edge. Thoughts dissolve before they can dive. Depth is denied at the shoreline. The rejection of depth is how we end up in critical situations without the tools to understand them. That is a bar.
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
It ain't that deep, is what they say. We are in an impulsive society. Everything moves fast, but to truly think is to slow down, which is so damn challenging to do with all these devices around us, right? And instead of slowing down, we crowdsource our thoughts from the loudest mouths, streamers, not the wisest ones. Tyrants speak for attention, not with intention. Everything is opinion. Nothing is rooted in research, in investigation, in depth. It ain't that deep. Most opinions today stand on foundations no taller than the sole of a Hoka running shoe. It ain't that deep. Opinion is easy. It's reactive. It doesn't require effort. And in echo chambers, idiocy reverberates.
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
He's cooking. Individuals who don't even read have been chosen to lead. It ain't that deep. We must reclaim thinking. We must remember its value, to think for ourselves, to challenge what we're told. It ain't that deep. To gather before we respond, because maybe, just maybe, it is that deep. Mr. Tomonoshi.